Hello, everybody. Revolver Guy prepping for poor people. Uh, Been a pretty day today. Finally, it stopped raining. It rained here for about 5 days in a row. I think we got about 11 inches of rain in total. Did some flooding in local areas, but everything looks good here. The garden really needed that rain. It's doing really well. I had to work last night, so I got up this morning. Well, I went to bed till about noontime and got up and got some weeds out of there. And it's a really good time to get weeds out right after a rain like that because the ground's so soft, they'll just pull right up. So I've been working on that today. The title of today's video is Should a Prepper Buy Gold? And there's a lot of theories and I guess opinions on this subject. So, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you need to do. I'm just going to tell you what I do and why I do it. And my opinion is that most of the time, no, a prepper does not need to buy gold. Uh, this channel was made for the average person, pretty much living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you have a little bit of money, but making ends meet is always something that most Americans seem to struggle at. So I think that in that respect, that buying gold really doesn't make a lot of sense because gold's very expensive. Right now, it's actually down, but it's about $1,300 an ounce. So if you go buy an ounce of it and you have it, that's great. But my question is, what are you really going to do with that? It's If you're just buying it for an investment for a retirement, then that's fine. That's probably a good thing to invest in. But as far as from a prepper standpoint, with prepping for a SHTF or financial collapse or end of the world scenario, gold to me just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. $1,300 will buy an awful lot of supplies, food and medical supplies and ammo and things like that, which probably will be worth a whole lot more to trade with than gold or silver will. Now, silver might be a little bit better investment to me, in my opinion, for a SHTF than gold is, simply because you can get it in such small increments, and maybe you'd be able to use it. I mean, a 1 ounce gold bar, if it's worth $1,000, you gonna buy $1,000 worth of goods all at once? I mean, it'd be really hard to do that, especially in a post-collapse situation. So I think that investing in gold is fine for a long-term retirement, but as far as for prepping is concerned, I would put more of my money into supplies and survival and prepping equipment and tools and training and things like that. I think you'll be a lot better off for it if and when the time ever comes. I was reading something online about how China is, they've been buying more gold than anybody right now. China's hurting a little bit. Their dollar, the yuan, I think is how they pronounce it. People pronounce it different ways, but it's really, against the U.S. dollar, it's really hurting right now. And this whole trade war going on is hurting them. So they're buying gold, a lot of it. And they're trying to hedge against the U.S. dollar. They really want to try to make the U.S. dollar weaker. They'd love to be able to go away from the U.S. dollar. Everybody would. I mean, as far as over there, Russia, China, and all the countries would. But it's really hard for them to do that. So this is one way they can do it. They don't want to invest in Japan or Germany or anybody else. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So we'll see what they're going to do there. They bought, I think last month they bought like $500 million worth. Which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot. But for them, it really gave them a lot more. Their holdings now are more than it's ever been, which just makes their dollar stronger. And that's their goal. So we'll see what happens with all that. But as far as the normal average prepper, the normal average American citizen, I don't really see how gold is a good thing to really invest in right now. We need to be concerned about food is a major thing. and a good clean water supply. If you've already got everything you need and you're prepped and you're ready to go, then fine. It might be a good thing to put some money into, put a little investment in. I'd like to thank you for watching this short video. If you don't care, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Give me your opinion. And remember, all gun laws are unconstitutional.